Hello friends, welcome back to another video. Today we discuss about how to create a web application by following completely abstraction, encapsulation and MVC architecture. Okay, I'm Pavitra. I developed another web application called online shopping application. Here I follow the complete abstraction, encapsulation and the MVC architecture. Okay, for understand my application you have to know what is abstraction, encapsulation and MVC architecture. Abstraction means hiding internal implementation and just highlight the set of services is called abstraction. Okay, encapsulation means gather the data and its corresponding methods into a single unit is called encapsulation. MVC stands for model view controller, where model represent the data, view represent the presentation logic or UI. Controller handle the request come from the browser, and after processing it return the corresponding response to the uh, browser. Okay, for follow the MVC architecture we have to follow this folder structure. Okay, in this folder structure controller package hold all the controller classes, DAO package hold all the DAO classes, but we have to create all the DAO classes as interfaces because we want to follow abstraction. And for the all DAO classes respective implementation classes we have to create, and I kept all those implementation classes inside DAO.implementation package. Okay, like DAO classes we should create service classes as interfaces, and I kept the respective implementation classes inside service.implementation package. Okay, and I kept all the entity classes inside the entity package, and all the classes which have only static methods I kept on those classes inside utility package. Okay, now we have to know another thing that when a request come to a controller, it call the corresponding service class method. Okay, from the service class method, it call the corresponding DAO class method. From the DAO class method, it talk with the database, and from the database, it gather all the data and it is sent to the service method. From the service method, it is sent to the all the data to the controller, and the controller create a view object, and it is sent to the browser. Okay, the browser render all the data in the window and send also to the end user. Okay, this is the MVC architecture. Let me show this in the application coding. Okay, here this is the products controller. Okay, here I have a request handler called load types. This will load all the type of products present inside my application. Those types it load in a drop down. In the next video I show the UI part of this application. Okay, uh, for when this request come, this follow this much of logic. Okay, here it create a product type service reference variable, where it kept the product type service implementation class object. Okay, and it call the get product types method into the service object. Okay, and this get product types method return all the types present inside my database. Okay, those types it kept inside the collection. When it process the collection object, at that time I create a print writer object which have all the information about my types. Okay, then it return the print writer object to the browser. Okay, in this process I am creating the view object and then send to the browser. Okay, let me understand how I perform abstraction and encapsulation in this application. Okay, this is the product types services. This is the abstract sorry interface, and we all know that for interfaces we are not able to create a object, so we have to kept the implementation class object inside the service variable. Okay, for but as a controller we don't know anything about the implementation class. Even we don't know the implementation class name also. but for maintain those implementation class object, I create a utility class called application. It return the corresponding uh, implementation class object to the color method. Okay, here I call the get product type service method, which is a static method present inside application class. Okay, this return the product type service implementation class object to the color method. Okay, okay, let me show the application class. Okay, this classes this class I defined for manage all implementation classes and hide our internal implementation classes from the outsider. Okay, from this application I return the implementation class objects to the controller or service method. Okay, this is the load product get product type service method, which return the product type service implementation class. Means it don't allow the controller to know anything about my implementation class. Okay, it returns the corresponding implementation object, but it does not give any information about my implementation class. Like that, I follow the abstraction. Okay, what is the real meaning of abstraction is hiding internal implementation and just highlight the set of services. Like this, I hide the implementation and just highlight the set of services as a service dot get product types. This is the service I highlighted, but I hide the implementation class. Okay, like this I followed the abstraction. What is encapsulation? Encapsulation means gather the data and its corresponding methods into a single unit is called encapsulation. Like in service classes, we have methods. Okay, we have methods, and inside entity we have data. Those all we kept inside the packages or classes. So like that we follow encapsulation. Okay, according to my knowledge and experience, I share these informations with you. I hope these informations helps you. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.